found out loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Now! 180! Here we go, hey, we're good, we're good! 180! Check 26, check 26! 6, we good!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, you don't 29. You don't want it. Right there.
Here's Carr to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First down, a run with Cohen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
At the 44-yard line.
On the ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Ready.
2nd and 10. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Cohen. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Five down. Mike's 5. Mike's 5-4. Greystone, travel. Watch the pass. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Let's see what you got.
He pitches it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd and 9 now. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. And the Colts first down.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pull it high. Hey, Haywood.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, 60 yards.
Yes.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
53, check 53. 618. 65. Bravo. 53 is the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Cut. 637. Check. Hey, echo. Express. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. 93. Watch the run. Hey, orbit.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And he's got Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Deuce right, Chief. Kill. You draw Corkers. Hey, check 24.
On play action, it's Carr. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Get off the field. Check. Rock it. Check 37. Watch twist.
Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
You ready? Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, hey. Mike 7. He's not going to get me. Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
They'll set up a throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw, it's Carr. And he completes it to Cohen. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Get off the field, D. 53's the mic. Express. Hey, check. Let's go.
Hey, seam 6.
734.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Shotgun now for Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got one.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and now it's third down.
Set. 70. Indy.
Pass.
Big grip.
He'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Let's go. Set.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Go. 10-2 start. Switch. X3. 218. Jump. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr to the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Mike down. 185.
We own this. We own this.
Express. 1, Raider 1.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Come on, boy.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Malone Nichols showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Look at me. Go. Down. Jackrabbit. Come on. Big grip.
They're going to look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, stand off. Hurry.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Ready up.
59. Mike's 59.
Fair.
Check. 25.
Hey, lock it.
25.
Hey, Charlie. Shut up.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Go.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Shoot.
They'll drop the throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Back near his goal line, here's Carr. And he fires one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bears on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Express. Express.
Right there. 54, right there.
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Your mind.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All game. Woo! Let's get it.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 694. Express. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Wahoo. Later, 9. Mike 54. Bandit.
Back to throw. Carr. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
44-yard line.
29. Express. Mike 5-4. Five. You better bring it.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Watch safety creeping. Express. Easy, kill. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Check.
Go.
That's it.
Carr to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check three. Easy, kill.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connected.